Buhari's Minister Keyamo at university lecture says Nigerians will beg for return of disbanded SARS. Students mock him. Students of Nile University of Nigeria, Abuja, have embarrassed the Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo, after he claimed that Nigerians will beg for the now disbanded Special Anti-Robbery Squad. Sahara reporters gathered that Keyamo was at the institution to deliver a lecture. In October 2020, thousands of youths across the country hit the streets to protest against harassment and extrajudicial killings by SARS operatives. The demonstrations garnered the support of several influential figures across the world, especially after operatives of the Nigerian army stormed the Lekki Tollgate protest ground in Lagos and opened fire on unarmed protesters on the night of October 20th. Speaking during the lecture, Keyamo blamed the worsening insecurity in Nigeria on the disbandment of SARS. The minister added that he was sure that Nigerians will be the ones calling and begging for SARS to come back, but the students, who were about 100 in number, jeered at him. Can anyone say or now say hashtag end Operation Life Dole? Who can end it? I'm sure Boko Haram will march into Abuja. There was a time Boko Haram entered Abuja, so that's the challenge, to maintain that security is fully maintained. That was the same thing we saw between SARS and human rights then. We have seen the porosity of removing security now because we wanted human rights at all costs. We ended SARS. We now see the problems we're facing, Keyamo said. Yeah, well done to the students. They did a fantastic job. Jeering at him was as they should, representing the Nigerian youth very, very well. Because again, you can't come here and I think the youth okay, I'm not trying to make this like oppression Olympics, but I just think the youth go through so much in this country. Yes, being the most populous demographic, it's just societally like everything is the youth. Something bad is always the youth, and social media and everything. They just like, when it comes to bad things, like everything's just thrown at the youth. They're the cause of this, the cause of that. The youth should do better. What did you do as a youth? That is the real question. Because the ones that have the most to say about youth, when they were youth, they did nothing. I'm saying it. I am saying it. You're coming for youth, but when you were a youth, you were quiet and you were in the corner. And now every single thing, the youth. What did you do as a youth to help your country? Nothing. So again, I think when youths are coming out to protest and do all these things, like you've made the job harder for them, because when you were a youth, you didn't do your job as well. So now you coming here and then saying that disbanded, it was literally reformed into SWAT, but that's another conversation. Well, the disbandment of SARS will leave Nigerians begging. Wait, excuse me? So you're telling me that during SARS or before SARS, insecurity was not bad? We were perfect. Everything was amazing. That's what you're basically trying to say. And it's like Nigerians will beg for the return. Will beg. I mean, except you want to tell us something that is going to happen, or you're going to tell us the real intention for why SARS was made. Or if something, because again, it's like in a way you can say this man is talking cryptically, because it's like, what are we going to beg for this? Because we protested to get them off the streets and even more people died. So then, where is all this coming from? Like, somebody here says, and you will see someone who's always respected in this country for being reasonable and outspoken, but when they just get one political appointment, their sense will just vanish. Why? Can't trust anybody. Let's have a state of accountability, and of course, Nigerians should not easily forget what what somebody did, and then forget it, and then ignore it, and allow the person to go further in their career, forgetting that these people have betrayed us. It's sad. Someone says, "Sir, are you saying that disbanded SARS members join hands to disrupt peace in Nigeria in order just to show us how relevant they were? In other words, they are the bandits and kidnappers." You know how even toxic that is? Just to show how needed you are, you will help in making sure that there is no peace in your land. How does that make sense? What would be the reason? But well done to the youth for jeering him up, because he deserves that. He really does. and I think that the Nigerian youth need to stand up for themselves, because again, a lot of culture and toxic cultural behaviors um allow for youth to just be quiet and not really stand up for themselves because they don't want to be seen as rebellious or anything. But it's well done to the youth, because again, you can't come here and say anything to the youth, and then because of your age or your position or whatever, like the youth should keep quiet. Well done to the youth, to the students, for mocking him, as they should. It's a lesson. If anyone, even in other universities, if any politician is coming to your school telling you what is not, mock them. They deserve it. Mock them. Because again, they are the real jokers. It's not you. It is not you they're coming to tell, irrelevant stories to, and expect to just take it like that. That's absolutely rude. Um it seems once the Nigerians are in government, they become senseless. Is it that Keyamo was not aware of the atrocities that SARS are committing? We're not gonna give him a lesson, because we already know what it is. I mean, if he doesn't know current affairs, then he needs to go help himself. Because I don't know why he was. I don't even know. Please, someone says many people will be seriously stoned at the end of their tenure. Time will tell. Stoned. What time are we in? Why are you stoning people? Somebody here says even before the disbandment of SARS, insecurity was still on its highest peak. In fact, scribing of SARS make life safer in Nigeria than before. Absolutely. And it's not even that. Even the protests, they even, disband SARS, which was even changed to SWAT. Nigerians died on the line. That was when we had the Lekki massacre. So, listen, this country, the atrocities and heinous crimes against us as Nigerians, oof, that is so bad. And I think this is where an argument comes in against disintegration by Shonkuti, which I was like, it made me change my perspective, because he said if we disintegrate, then the state of Nigeria will no longer exist. Therefore, it will be harder and difficult to hold the state accountable for all the atrocities and crimes against the Nigerian people. So I'm like, on that note, because do we really want justice? Because I personally feel like there is no way you can do all these things and then just get away with it because you're what? Yeah, that's not gonna work. It can't work. Yes, that's it. And someone says Keyamo has been a disappointment since he started working for Buhari. I'm sure late Gani Fawehimi will be highly disappointed in him. Oh, if anyone can say who the late Gani Fawehimi is in the comment section, lovely to know. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.